TypeScript for JavaScript programmers. TypeScript standard is an unusual relationship to JavaScript. TypeScript covers all of JavaScript features and an additional layers on top of all of these TypeScript type system. For example, JavaScript provides language primitives like string and numbers, but it doesn't check that you are consistently assigned these TypeScript does. This means that your existing working JavaScript code is also TypeScript code. The main benefits of TypeScript is that it can highlight unexpected behavior in your code, lowering the chance of bugs. This tutorial provides a brief overview of TypeScript, focusing on this type system. Types by interface. TypeScript known the JavaScript language and will generate type for you in many cases. For example, in creating a variable and assigning it to a particular value, TypeScript will use the value as its type. By understanding how JavaScript works, TypeScript can build a type system that accepts JavaScript code but has types. This offers a type system without needing to add extra character to make types explicit in your code. That's how TypeScript knows that hello world is a string in the above example. You may have written JavaScript in Visual Studio Code and had editor auto-completion. Visual Studio Code used TypeScript under the hood to make it easy to work with JavaScript. Defining types. You can use wide variety of design patterns in TypeScript. However, some design patterns make it difficult for type to be interfered automatically. For example, patterns that use dynamic programming. To cover this case, TypeScript supports an extension of the Java language which offers plates for you tell TypeScript that the type should be. For example, to create an object which an infinite inferred type which includes name double dot strings and id double dots number. You can write const user equals const user equals
opening curly bracket, opening curly bracket, opening curly bracket,
bracket, opening, closing, opening. Okay, const user equal open curly braced name double dot high C
Quote comma. Quote comma.
comma. Okay. Name high C, comma, ID double dot zero. Это херня полная, как читать. Короче, код я пропускаю тупо. Я его сам читаю про себя, а вы как хотите. А вы идете, собственно, нахуй. You can explicitly describe this object shape using an interface declaration. You can then declare that a JavaScript object conforms to the shape of your new interface by using syntax like type name after the variable declaration. Речь о том, что после двоеточия в TypeScript при объявлении переменной или свойства переменной ты можешь обозначить, какой тип информации будет лежать в этой переменной, с каким типом информации эта переменная будет работать. Есть вопросы на допу. If you provide an object that doesn't match the interface you have provided, TypeScript will warn you. If you provide an object that doesn't match the interface you have provided, TypeScript will warn you. Type is not assignable to type user. Object literal may only specify GNOME property, and username does not exist in type user. Okay, got it. Since JavaScript supports class and object-oriented programming, so does TypeScript. You can use an interface declaration which class. You can use interface to annotate parameters and return value of function. There are already two small set of primitive types available in JavaScript. Boolean, begin, null, number, string, symbol, and undefined, which you can use in an interface. TypeScript extends this list with a few more, such as any, allow anything, unknown, ensure someone using this type declares what the type is. Never. This is not possible that these types could happen. And void. A function which returns undefined or has no return value. You see that there are two syntaxes for Boolean type. interface and types, you should prefer interface. Use type when you need specific features. Composing type, which TypeScript you can create complex type by combining simple ones. There are two popular ways to do so, which union and which generic. Union, which union you can declare that a type could be one of many types. For example, you can describe a Boolean type as being either true or false. Type my bool равно true or false, not if you hover over my bool above you see that it is classed as Boolean. That's a property of the structural type system. More on this below. A popular use case for union types is to describe the set of string of or number literal that a value is allowed to be. Union provide a way handle different types too. For example, you may have a function that takes an array or a string. Function get length object string return object length. To learn the type of variable, use type. For example, you can make a function return different values depending on whatever it is passed, a string or an arrays. Function wrap in array, round скобки, object double dot string, and string массив стрингов. Okay. If type of object triple equal string, return массив объектов. Параметр object double dot string. За фигурными скобками return object. Dot comma и еще одни фигурные скобки. Generic. Generic provide variable to type. A common example is an array. An array without generic could contain anything. An array which generic can describe the value that the array contains. Type string array равно array string. Код, короче. You can declare your own type that use generic. Structural type system. One of TypeScript core principle is that type checking focuses on the shape that value have. This is sometimes called duck typing or structural typing. In a structural type system, if two objects have same shape, they are considered to be of the same type. Interface point of the same type dot. The point variable is never declared to be a point type. However, TypeScript compare the shape of point to the shape of point in the type check. They have the sample shapes, so the code passed. The shape matching only required to subset or the object feels too much. There is no difference between how class and object conform to shapes. If the object or class has a required property, TypeScript will say they match regardless of the implementation details. Next step. This was a brief overview of the syntax and tool used in everyday TypeScript. From here you can read the full handbook from start to finish, explore playground examples.